G'day everyone, it's Lushen here. If you're a financial planner, financial advisor, you're in the right place. Today, I want to share with you how I helped a financial planning client set a premium price for his services without getting any objections, sales objections that you always get with pricing, using a very simple method. This is a game changer, and it was for him. He now charges between $10,000 and $15,000 for his services. So I think you can get some value out of what he's doing and what he's doing right. Um, I'm going to be referring to some of my notes I made about him because I thought it's going to be super valuable for you guys, and I want to share as much as I can with you. So firstly, let me start off with this. I hear a lot of financial planners, financial advisors talking about value, but the problem is that you talk about value from your perspective, what you see as valuable, but not what your client or prospect sees as valuable. And that's really important to get the distinction right. When your client sees something as valuable, they're going to be paying a premium price for it, or paying a price to solve the problem, or pay towards getting that goal. When you just price it from your own perspective, they just see it as a shopping list of everything you're going to be doing for them. And they just don't comprehend how that actually works. And I kind of get that understanding. I used to be the same from a marketing service perspective, where I provide a whole bunch of things that I used to do for clients and expect them just to understand everything that I was doing. And it's not the right way of doing it. So what ends up happening when you provide the shopping list, there's two things that ends up happening. One is you're underpricing your services, which means you're doing a whole lot of work and you're making very little money of it. Now, this works well when you don't have, I guess, many clients on board, because you've got the time. But when you start getting clients on board, then you're not going to, underpricing something is only going to eat into your profits, right? So you want to make sure you price your services correctly. The other thing you can do is overpricing. So meaning that prospects don't understand the value for the time that you've invested, right? So because they look at it again like a you've given them a $5,000 quote, and they're thinking, well, I only thought it would have been 2,500 or something along those lines. So overpricing it makes it very difficult. Now the mistake with that is when you focus on time, you're watching the clock, right? First, you're watching the clock, trying to do all these activities as quickly as possible, which I understand. But then when you provide the bill to the client, they're looking at it and going, wow, it took you, 1 hour to do something which I would have thought would have taken 15 minutes. And all of a sudden you're in this kind of tug of war around your pricing and your quoting and, the proposal. So you want to try to have that, you don't want to have that kind of tug of war. So let me show you how you can get over this. The approach that we've come up with is called value-based pricing, and it's so important if you get this right. Every problem that you help a prospect either is logical or tangible outcome, and also has an emotional and non-tangible outcome. So let me explain that in a bit more details. So a tangible outcome could be, $1 million, but they're 62 years old, right? But what's the emotional impact of that? It's going to be like, hey, you're going to be free. You're going to have a relief because you're going to have $1 million. You'll be able to do what you want with it, over the next 15, 20 years, right? However that may plan out to be. When you start talking about the emotion, this is the key part of it. Now, how do you bring them together? I want to share with you how we do that. Firstly, it's so important that you provide the value and demonstrate value based around the results of all the goals, including the emotions, you're going to help them with, rather than think of it as just a flat fee or an AUM structure for every prospect, right? So think of value-based pricing. The more problems you solve for your prospect and clients, the more value you add, which means you can charge more for your services. The best way to demonstrate your value is by outlining the problems that you solve in a signature model or system, right? One of the key things I get my clients to work on is what is the system you can help your prospects and clients go through to help them get the result that they want. Creating and focusing on a signature model provides value, which means that they understand it. The pricing is a lot easier and transparent, but they can see the problems you're solving, and you need to again attach those problems, those tangible problems, with the emotional outcome that they're going to experience as well. So just bear with me. So when it comes to value-based pricing, there's kind of three things that I like to see people do. There's a rule which I call one is how much money can you help your client make? Okay. And obviously, there's different scenarios that you're going to be putting them through. So this is where you're going to end up if we did these strategies. Or the other thing is, how much money can I save you right now? Right, which is generally around taxes and things like that. So you can say, hey, if we did everything together, we do certain strategies, we're going to save you $10,000 this year. And those things are pretty good. The part that I like, and I think, and this is one of the big changes that my client made, was the cost of inaction. Now, what I mean by that, for example, I know for financial planners and financial advisors, if I was to get you just two clients a month extra every month, and let's say on average they're about $3,500 each, that's $7,000. Over 12 months, that's an $84,000 problem that I am going to help solve for you, right? Now, think of that $84,000 in your bank account in 12 months' time because you've used my system and things like that, right? That's going to make a massive difference to you. But more importantly, it's going to give you a couple of key things. It's going to help you feel happy. It's going to give you the freedom that you want, relief that knowing that, hey, everything I'm doing from a market perspective is working. It's going to give you confidence, get yourself out there, and also going to help you have more impact. So there, I've just shared with you, one was a tangible outcome, which is $84,000, which is great. And then the emotional, non-tangible outcome, which is, happiness, freedom, etc. So that's how you want to position yourself. You want to be able to put your pricing together, your model based around the problems that you solve, and showing and letting clients know these are the outcomes that they can expect if you were to go and use certain approaches. Obviously, your strategies and things that will come into it. When you focus on value-based pricing, you win more clients and you get to retain clients a lot longer. And this is what my clients found is that they using this approach, using the value-based pricing model, and it's making it a lot easier just to get themselves out there and sell their services. I should say serve is one of the big things. I hate the word selling. Um, so hopefully this you found super helpful. If you want more help around value-based pricing, you're not sure about your pricing model, feel free to drop me a message. And if you want more details around our community traffic method on how we help clients, also let me know by commenting the word community. Thanks again for joining us. Speak to you soon. Bye.